The greatest thief of joy is jealousy. We are going to be talking about that today, as well as how you can use jealousy as your superpower and when you're just attached to something or someone toxic and when you just need to cut off altogether, okay? So at some point in time, we have all struggled with jealousy, or we've all felt envious towards someone else, whether most of the time it's happening online or social media when it does look like the grass is greener on the other side. Drop me a comment below if that's ever been you. This is a safe space to just be transparent, but we've all had moments like this, guys, where we may have seen something that may have been triggering or threw us off for some reason. So what I'm inviting you to do today is to take a closer look at some of your feelings of jealousy. I want to talk to you about why jealousy can be one of the greatest thieves of your joy and how to turn your jealousy into your power, but also, once again, sometimes that it may be best for you to just cut the relationship or the connection off all together. Okay, so first of all, why is jealousy the thief of your joy? Anytime that we are comparing ourselves or our situation to someone else's situation, it's a no-go, okay? It can ruin your mood, it can ruin what you're doing, it can ruin your focus, it can ruin your progress, and it is never a good thing to do. So I always tell myself and my clients to have tunnel vision. It's super important to wear those big fat goggles where you can't see anything from your side view, you're only focusing forward. It's super important. And the reason why, guys, is because anything that you see, especially online, in someone's life that you don't know, you have no idea what the inside of their life looks like, the grass is almost never green on the other side. Why? Because it's not your grass, okay? So someone else's set of circumstances, even though they look juicy and they look good, they are not your circumstances. So when you start to focus too much on what someone else has going on, it is straight up sabotage for you and in your life and where you're heading. So the grass is almost never green on the other side. What you see is not what you get online. Okay, it's seldom ever what you get. You know the saying that what you see is what you get. Well, what you see online is seldom ever what you get in real life. So you're looking into someone else's, situation and thinking that you want that for yourself. Really be careful what you wish for, guys. Be careful what you're hoping and wishing for, because you don't know what that person had to get there. You don't what they had to do to get there. You don't know what their real struggle is like on a day-to-day basis. You don't know their real situation behind the scenes, or if they really even are there. So it can be a true danger zone comparing yourself to other people, and it is a quick way to steal your joy on a daily basis. So guys, tunnel vision is super important. Now, when we talk about jealousy, let's dig a little bit more into that, because when you are feeling jealous or envious of something that you see, it can actually be a positive thing and it can be turned into a positive thing. So when you are jealous of somebody or something that you see, it's just an indicator that that person has a representation of something that you want to experience in your own life. So maybe you're single, or maybe you're divorced and you're looking at someone else that looks like they have the white picket fence. It looks like they have the kids with this person and they're traveling and they're doing all the things that you wanted to do with your husband, or that you see yourself doing with your future husband or wife or whatever, right? Ask yourself, what is it about the situation that is triggering me, and what is being triggered on the inside of me, okay? And these are some other things that you can focus on. Number one, what are some ways that I can have that in my own way? Because you may just be being inspired by what you see somebody else doing. Sometimes what you see somebody else doing teaches you a lot about what you want and what you don't want. So when you take time to ask yourself, why am I having these feelings around this? Maybe there's something about their life that is inspiring you. So how can you have some of that in your own life, but in your own way? Number two is, how can I grow from this? So if I'm feeling some sort of way or jealous or envious of what someone else has, what is it that this person is sparking in me? Maybe this is an opportunity for growth. So if there's something that I see that they have and I feel like I can't have that thing, maybe there is an opportunity for you to grow in your mindset around what you can and can't have, right? Or maybe that thing is teaching you about what you really don't want in your life, and how can you grow from what that situation has taught you? That's another great question. So let's pivot it a little bit, because sometimes you're feeling some sort of way, or feeling really down or drained or no longer energized, guys, after you've come into contact with somebody or their content. And oftentimes the feelings that you are feeling are indeed toxic, okay, for you. So is your jealousy healthy? Okay, this is a good question to ask yourself. Is your jealousy healthy, or is this just a toxic situation that I should disconnect from? So there are some people I find myself following. Every time I see a post of theirs, I'm extremely triggered. The reason isn't because I'm jealous. The reason is because the content, I totally don't agree with it. It downs my mood. It's extremely toxic. And this is a person that I should not be connected to. So when that happens, I just simply disconnect from that connection, or disconnect from that person. All of this also, guys, translates in real life. If there are people that you are engaging with in person, that you are around, and it seems like they are complete energy sucks, energy vampires. Every time you're around them, when you feel great, when you first arrive, but when you leave, you feel horrible, you feel drained. These are not people, guys, that you should most likely be in relationships with. This is contact that you should be cutting back a little bit, that may not be working for your life. Okay, so that's something definitely to look at. So some questions to ask yourself if you're trying to determine whether or not this is just a toxic situation where I need to unplug, disconnect, unfollow this person, or not hang with this person again. If we're talking about physical relationships, here are a few questions. Does this inspire me? So is what I'm seeing and how I'm feeling triggered, is it actually inspiring me and causing me to take action? Okay, so if you're around someone that maybe they're intimidating to you, but at the end of the day, from watching them, you have grown leaps and bounds. This just may be a situation where you can turn your jealousy into a positive, okay? Does this make me uncomfortable? But once again, guys, it is actually encouraging me or inspiring me to be better. So it may be uncomfortable for me to watch someone, but if watching them makes me change, makes me transform, makes me become a better person, maybe this is just another opportunity for me to turn those feelings into positives. Or do I feel extremely drained after coming into contact with someone or someone's content? Do I feel drained? Did I go in with a good mood? Now I'm feeling terrible about myself. I'm not taking any actions. I'm feeling completely deflated by this content or by this person. This is extremely toxic, okay? And this is not a good environment for me to be in. So if that's happening, that's when it's time to really evaluate whether or not this is a situation that you should disconnect from. Okay, guys, so I hope that this has helped you. Definitely drop me some comments and let me know, have you dealt with this? Have you dealt with this situation that we talked, any of these situations that we talked over today? And what are your takeaways? What are the biggest tips that you're going to use and apply to your own life? Okay. Don't forget, guys, I have some amazing things going on for you. Check out the description box. Definitely check out the Spiritpreneur Society. It is my coaching group for spiritual entrepreneurs or spirit-led entrepreneurs. So definitely check that out, guys. Don't forget, whatever you put your hands to shall prosper if you believe. And I will see you on the next one, guys. Be blessed.